Hello everyone, back with me again. So today in this video we are going to talk about the doctrine that I use in the Cult of the Lamb. We are going to talk about the ultimate rich doctrines that I use to earn a lot of money. You can use this, you can copy this, you can just take this as your reference, okay? So but before we start, I just want to let you know if this video is useful for you and it's really helpful, and if you want to look forward to more video in the future, please do help me click the subscribe button, because it will give me more encouragement to make more video in the future and more series in the future. So yeah, thank you so much for doing that, and let's just jump to the video. Okay, so yep, let's go to the doctrine. So the first thing I took is the work and worship. So we're gonna need to put some rule on the work and their worship. So what they're gonna do, we're gonna need to put some rule there. So the first one I take is the industrial trade. The other one is the faithful trade, which gives you a faithful trade that will generate diffusion 15% faster. But what I took is the industrial trade, which give you increased work speed by 15%. Why? If you are talking about the short term, I think faithful trade is much better because it will generate you a diffusion faster, which makes you progress faster as well. But if you're talking about the work speed, how fast they are mining the rock or logs, farming and all of that stuff, we are talking about long term here. After all of those building unlock, the diffusion will be less useful. So all we're gonna need to do is the industrial trade. We're gonna need to mining a lot of resource to build our base and make a lot of stuff, and that's what we are going to do. So here's, if you want to go for short term, or if you don't care about building your base to make it beautiful, then I would suggest you to go with the faithful if you want to go with progress or faster progress. But if you go with long term, I would suggest you to go with industrial trade. So I picked the industrial. And the next one, the tier 2, is I took the inspire. This one is replace the bless action into the inspire, which give you more loyalty. And the other one is the intimidate, which give you like a 10%, make them work harder 10% for 2 days. The reason why I took inspire, because I want them to level up faster, since I have that industrial trade already, so they are by default work faster. So I guess now I need them to level up as well, so I took the inspire. I need to make some balance here, so I took the inspire. And for the next one is the ritual enlightenment. The other one is like a glory of constructions, which give you like immediately build all of the structure that is under construct, which I think that is not really useful, especially if you already have a lot of followers in the later on. Construction will not mean a lot there. So I took the ritual of enlightenment. It gives you 20% faster generating devotion for 3 days, which give this like this one is called covering the faithful trait in the first one here. So this is a really nice ritual to give you like a 20% more speed if you really need a devotion. But yeah, okay. And the next one is the holiday ritual, which give you like a day of rest. They are not going to work, and we will gain like 80 plus faith. The other one is like a glory through the toil ritual, which means that it will allow your followers to work through 3 days, day and night, without getting tired. This is really a slave enslavement. The reason why I took the holiday ritual is because this is like a free jail pass. When you are gold delve into the crusade and you forgot to tend your followers, and when you get back the faith is really on the red zones, you can just simply do this ritual to save you from the resentment, like resentment or haters or running away followers, something, all of those. You can just basically run away from that just doing this ritual. This is like a lifesaver for you. So after work and worship, I took the sustenance, and the first one is the ritual fast. which means that we will give them like the followers will not eat or be hungry for 3 days. So the hunger metal will be locked for 3 days, which means it's really awesome. So I really recommend you to take this one. And the other one is like a fasting ritual, which means that you will throw a grand fast to your follower to refill their hunger and gain 25 plus faith. I mean, like, I'm not going to spoil my followers right here. So fasting is the way. Like 3 days. 3 days is the long one. Like you will not be bothered by their food anymore for 3 days. What else could you ask for more? Right? So the next one is the grass eater trait. So this is the one that I really love it. And the other one is the cannibal trait, which gives like a +5 faith when the followers eat another follower's meat, which is not really useful because it doesn't negate the negative effect. Meanwhile, if you take this grass eater trait, it will negate all the negative effect when they eat grass meal. Really awesome, right? This is one of the best one. Also fasting is the best one. And the next one is I took the ritual of bounty, ocean bounty. This one is like a temple which a gift for 2 days will make a special fish more likely to appear while fishing. You will also catch a double fish. And the other one is the like a ritual of harvest, which give you like a perform a ritual that cause all of the seeds to immediately be ready to harvest. So when you sow seed, you perform this ritual, they are immediately ready to harvest, which I think that is not really useful because I took the grass eater, so I don't really care about the tending a farm anymore. So maybe I need to do that a little bit, but not like my priority because I can just give them grass. So I took the ritual of ocean bounty. And do you think why I took this one? This one is actually really good. So you see here, you can sell lobster for 20 gold, sell squid for 20 gold, sell octopus for 20 gold, swordfish for 5 gold. That's a lot of money. So the last one is I took the substance encourage trait. I gain 20 faith when a brainwashing ritual is performed. And the other one is like a belief in prohibition trait, which give you like a increased work speed and diffusion generation increased by 10%. It is a trait, but there's a 50 chance of the followers become 6 when you perform a brainwashing ritual. That is quite risky, but actually really useful. So if you don't really do like a brainwashing a lot, I think you should do that trait instead of this. Yeah, I should have taken this one, but at that time I haven't done the brainwashing, so I didn't know the brainwashing how and what is that. So I took the safe one and take this one. But if you don't really like doing a brainwashing ritual often, then you should take the belief in prohibition one, because it gives you like a work speed and diffusion generation by 10%. And that is the passive one, which is awesome. Okay, so the next one, I took the law and order. As you can see here, I took all of the right one here. So the first one is the ascend followers ritual. It is perform ritual in which you can ascend your follower's spirit to a higher plane of existence. All follower gain loyalty. This is basically like a sacrifice. You lose a follower and you gain a loyalty. And the other one is like a murder followers. You can basically murder a follower, but some follower might find this upsetting if they are awake to it. So you can kill them at night. Yep, it's up to you. You want just to sacrifice them in the ritual, or just kill them at night. But I took these followers, and we'll talk about this later. Okay. And the next one is wedding. You can perform a wedding with your one of your followers, and you will gain 30 faith. You can basically marry all of your follower, but if you marry too much, some follower might get jealous, and yeah, they start hating each other there. So yep, do it moderately, I guess. Wedding like a 2 or 3 to 5% to 5 followers is fine. So, and the other one is a ritualistic fight pick. So basically it's a ritual where there's a 2 followers fight each other to death. So I guess wedding is much more fun. So I took the wedding. And the next one is the belief in absolution trait. Freedom above always. Every day begin with anyone in prison will gain 10 faith. So If there's no one in prison, you gain 10 faith flat every day. And the other one is like a belief in original sin trait. So they said they are born guilty and reduced faith loss when you put followers in the jail who is not dissenting. So I mean, like, why would you put people who are not dissenting to the jail? There's no point on that, right? Yeah, so moving on to the tax enforcement. So perform ritual which you appoint followers as your tax enforcers, tasked with collecting gold from the other cult members. So you appoint one of your followers become the tax enforcer, and then that person will collecting gold from each cult member every day. So there's a new desk job there. And the other one is like a loyalty enforcement, which is the same. You will appoint one into the loyalty enforcement, and what they do is like you don't need to do like a one by one each of your followers. Do inspire them to increase their loyalty, because this guy will do it for you, which is nice. You can just basically gain level up quickly without you do it manually, talking one by one to each of your follower. So yeah, reason why I take the tax enforcer, because you can basically leveling up them like from a lot of source, like sermon or give them, or yeah, there's a lot of stuff. So I guess money is more important here, so I take the tax enforcer. I mean, money is money. There's never wrong with money, right? The fourth one I took is the afterlife. So after they die, this is what's going to happen. So the first one I took is the belief in sacrifice trait, which gives you like a 20% plus faith when another cult member is sacrificed. So this one is the combo with this one, ascend followers ritual. This one is work just like a sacrifice. So yeah, you will gain a lot of faith when you sacrifice a lot of people. Well, the other one is I believe in afterlife trait. All cult member will gain a belief of afterlife trait and only lose 5 faith when a follower dies instead of 20. So the way it works is that don't let them die. You're gonna need to sacrifice them before they die. That's the key. And the next one is ritual of resurrection. I perform rituals so that allow you to bring the dead followers back to life. So you can just sacrifice them and bring them back to the life. That's how it works. And while the other one is like funeral, and you gain 20 faith. It's not really useful, man. I mean, like this is a must. You're gonna need this one for sure, because you don't want that level 10 or high level followers to die, right? So yeah, moving on is the good die young trait. So all cult member will gain a good die young trait, and they gain 10 faith if the elder is sacrificed, murdered, or consumed. But you will lose 20 faith if the elder dies naturally. Yeah, so with this one, you're gonna need to keep sacrificing an elder, either with this one, sacrifice right, or with this one, ascend of followers. So you have 2 for that. Okay, so the next one, so the other one is like a respect your elder. So the followers will receive 5 faith every elder followers in the cult. So when you have a lot of elder, they will get a lot of faith. But again, who would want an elder in your cult? Elder basically cannot do anything. They just roaming around in your cult. They can't do work, or they can't do a devotion. They just roaming around waiting for them to die. So it's not really useful, I guess. Yeah, so moving on is the last one is the grief of the fallen. So I unlock a grave building which gain 2 faith when follower grieving at your grave. So this is like a level 2 of the burial ground, while the other one is like the return to the earth. So this one is like a natural building burial site when the corpse of the dead is follower may return to the earth and become a poop. So if you are too lazy to decorate your base, you might take this one, the return to the earth. But if you want some aesthetic and you want to make a beautification in your base, I would say go with this one. It gives you 2 faith as well when there's some followers grieving at your grave, which is nice. The last one is the possession. Yeah, possession. I took possession for the last one. Okay, so the first one I took the brief followers. So this is like an action. You can brief a followers with 3 gold to increase their loyalty. And the other one is like extort tilts. So like you can collect 1 coin from followers once a day. So this one is like action, so you're gonna need to do it manually. You talk one by one to your followers to collect the coin. So I don't really want that, although I want to this one if this is automatically, but if it's manual, no. So I took the other one. It is like just in case you want to leveling up that person really badly, you can just use this and then inspire and a lot of stuff. So this is one increasing more of your option to increase their loyalty once a day, which is nice. And the next one is believe in materialism and trait. All cult members will gain a materialistic trait, and they gain faith when building better sleeping quarter. And the other one is like a belief in the false idol trait. So they will gain more faith when placing a decoration building. Yep, I think I did a mistake here. I should have taken this one, because I'm going to do a lot of decoration, but at that time I don't really think about decoration, so I'll just take this one because yeah, we will eventually get a better building, sleeping quarters, right? So yeah, this is a safest pick, because if you are too lazy to decorate your base, then you will not get anything from this one. But if you are going to do a lot of decoration, if you love it, go for this one. Okay. And so the next one is the alm for the poor ritual. So you perform a ritual which you will distribute gold to all your followers to increase their loyalty. You will also gain 10 faith. And the other one is like a ritual enrichment, which means that all followers will donate coins to you. And I think I did a mistake again. I should have taken this one because more money is more nice. But yeah, well, I mean, if you need a faith, if you have a lot of gold, then go for this. But I would say just go for this one. I mean, you want money, right? You want money, so just take this one. Money is money. It's never go wrong with money. Okay. And so the last one is default trait. So gain more faith when delivering sermon. So you will do a sermon every day, right? And the next one is like sacral architecture. So when a new building is constructed, they will gain a 5 faith. I think devoted trait is more solid because you will do a sermon every day. That's all. I hope this video is useful for you, and if it does, please do subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.